Good morning and welcome to our 6th Maths with Miss live in London summer special. Still not live, but it's the last one before I come back on Monday live again when I get to see all your comments in the chat. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. But in the meantime, I've still got a great session lined up for you. So just to reiterate, we're gearing these lessons at Key Stage 3. So if you're 11 to 14, these are perfect for you. If you're younger than that, that's absolutely fine. There's still something that you can practice and maybe learn something new. And if you're in Key Stage 4, then brilliant opportunity for some consolidation and some practice before you go back to school in September. Some of you haven't been in school since March. It's a really, really, really long time. So if we can do just a little bit of this 3 times a week, Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays at 10 o'clock in the morning, it just means when we do go back to school, our brains will be fired up a little bit more. So just a reminder, we need 2 pens, different colour if possible, for marking, a ruler, so we can draw that margin and set our work out nice and neatly. A notebook if you have one, so that again you can keep all your work contained and you've got it to refer back to. We don't need one of these. Don't need a calculator. And as you well know, we don't need our calculator because we are using our big, fabulous brains. Okay, I think we should get started. Let's look at Wednesday's takeaway challenge question. I'm just going to pop it up here to remind you. If you have not had a chance to do this question, you can pause the video now and have a go at the question before I go through the answer on the board. For the rest of you, I've put up a few details on the board, so hopefully you can see that and we can fill in the gaps. Okay, so I've put the key bits of information here, and as we go through it, we will tick off the information we have used and see how that helps us. Okay, so we've got 120 boxes. Small boxes have 6 eggs, medium have 10, and large have 15. I'm going to look at this first, 35% of 120 boxes. Now, I think some of you will have seen me do this before. There are many different ways we can do this, but I like to set it out like this. So I know that all of the boxes, 100%, is 120 boxes. So therefore 10% or 1/10 of that gives us 12 boxes. So let's just write down what we've done. We've divided by 10 to get from 100% to 10%. There's a 5 there, isn't there? We've got 35%. So I'm going to divide by 2 or halve it. All right, I'm dividing by 2 on both sides. Can you see it over here? Yep, just about. So I'm going to have 6 boxes now here. And now I need to build it back up again to get to that 35. I've got 10 here, so if I multiply that by 3, I'm going to get my 30%. Maybe I can just put that in there in a different colour. I'm multiplying by 3. I'm taking my 12 boxes and I am multiplying by 3. So I've got 12 multiplied by 3. That gives me 36 boxes. Now, if I add together my 5% and my 30%, that's going to give me my 35%. My 6 and my 36 give me 42 boxes. Right, I'm going to go back to this now, and I'm going to say that that is 42 boxes. All right, well, it might be quite straightforward to do this. 3/5, perhaps I could use all this work I've done on percentages. And if I convert my fraction into a percentage, I can use this rather than starting again. So if I look at 3/5, if I write that, let's write it up here as an equivalent fraction. So 3/5, I can write as 6/10. I can write as 60/100. Now, some of you will just know that 3/5 is 60%, but if you're not sure, you can work it out like this. Now, luckily, I've got 30% here. So if I just double my 30% to get 60%, 30, let's again do that so you can see. 30 times 2 is 60. 36 boxes multiplied by 2 give me 72 boxes. Let's take that information back over here. I have got 72 boxes that are medium sized. The rest are large. Let's go back to the start. I have 120 boxes in total. So 120, if I subtract 42 and I subtract 72, I am going to get, I think, 6 large boxes. Let's just double check that. Okay, 72 plus 6 is 78. 78 plus 40 plus 2 gives me my 120. We're nearly there, but we haven't got all the marks yet. It's a little bit more work I need to do. So let's take this information here. Just going to clear this part of the board now. Okay, 42 boxes of small, 72 boxes medium, and 6 boxes of large. Okay, so I've got 42 boxes with 6 eggs in each. 42 multiplied by 6 is going to give me 252 eggs. Okay, let's be really clear on what we've done. 42 boxes, 6 eggs in each box gives us 252 in total. The medium ones, I've now got 72 boxes with 10 eggs in each box. That gives me 720 eggs. And finally, I have just 6 boxes of the large, and they have 15 in each. So that gives me 90 large eggs. If I add that all up, that's going to give me 1,062 eggs in total. Let's just read back and make sure we've answered the question. How many eggs does Vish have altogether? 1,062. Perfect. Okay, so that was our takeaway challenge. Now it's your turn. I'm going to put up our 30 questions, approximately 2 minutes per set of 10 questions. Are you ready? Let's go. 30 seconds to go. Here's part 2. Thirty seconds. Part 3. Thirty seconds to go. And your time is up. Let's go through some answers. Okay, part 1, question 1 of those numbers. Only one number is not a prime number. It is 27. Question 2. The answer is 40. Question 3, 74. Question 4 is 2. Question 5 is 10. Question 6 is 8. Question 7 is 1,196. Question 8 is 1/2. And our parent versus kids challenge. What is the probability of getting a double 6? That is 1 in 36 potential outcomes. So 1 over 36. Part 2. Question 1. How many factors does a prime number have? It only has 2 factors, 1 and itself. Question 2, the answer is 33. Question 3, the factors of 8 are 1, 2, 4 and 8. Question 4, 22. Question 5, 5.1. Question 6 is 0.08. Question 7 is 9. Question 8 is -12. And the missing numbers in the sequence, 170 at the start and 230. Part 3, we are nearly there. Question 1 is 3.76. Question 2, 61.4. Question 3, that denominator that's missing is 25. Question 4 is 86. Question 5, 66.937. Question 6 is -39. Question 7, we round to the nearest whole number, so it is 1. Is 154 a multiple of 11? Yes, it is. And putting these fractions in order for 2 marks, 1/12, 1/8, 1/6, 1/5 and 1/2. Remember, the bigger the denominator, the more people you have to share your pizza or your chocolate bar or whatever it is with, and therefore you are going to get a smaller amount. Okay, so for the last time, pop your scores in the comments. As of Monday, we will be back to live chat zone. Right, we're going to have to move her out of the way because it's a bit of a distraction. Okay, challenge question 1. Whoops. Have a look at the question. Let's go. Now, pause it if you need more time. This is an experiment. I'm not sure how it's going to work. It could be a disaster. We will see. I'm going to see if Rose can solve this. So, Rose, can you firstly circle all the E's, please? Let's see if we can do that. Circle all the E's. 1. Doesn't matter, it's fine. 2, 3, 4,
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Now, if the live chat was going, somebody might say that Rose has missed one. Let's see if she can work it out.
What? Okay.
Okay. How many E's did you circle, Rose?
11.
Okay, so write 11 here. E.
It was on.
E, L. E, E. Okay, that's any.
Wait, but that's 3 more E's.
Oh, okay.
So you have to count these now.
Oh dear.
They're like 3 more.
So
That
how many
makes
E's?
14.
14.
So,
Is that going to work though? If you change it to 14.
then there's 2 more, but then I'm gonna just keep coming. So that's 2 more. So that's 6.
No, it's not 16 because you'd get rid of the 11 and you'd change it to 14. Right, I'm going to give you 30 seconds more. You might have already sorted it out, but Rose hasn't yet. I'm going to give her 30 seconds, see if she can work it out.
12, 13. This is now 13. There's still 2 more. That's supposed to be 13 again. Still 13. Oh.
All right, let's see if Rose has cracked it.
13.
Go on then. Let's see if Rose has got it.
I need to see if I can spell 13.
T-H. Well done.
Yay!
Right, explain it.
Well, so I need to cancel these, and it was 11. But in 11 there are 3, so you have to make it 14. But then 14 has 2, but so then it makes it 13. But then after that, it will just go on 13 and 13 and 13 and 13 again and again and again, even though it has 2 E's.
Okay, so what Rose worked out, I'm not sure about that explanation, but her answer is correct. So obviously with 11, you wrote 11 down, but you had 3 E's in 11. That didn't work because now you've got 14 E's. You tried 14, but that only had 2 E's in it. That took you back to 13. So Rose tried 13. So there's 11 E's plus the 2 in 13 give you 13 E's. Well done, Rose. Let's move on to challenge question 2. Bit of music. And the question.
Music!
Pause it if you want to carry on. I'm going to give you a little bit of a clue, not the whole answer yet, but just a little bit of a clue. First thing I hope you have all done is drawn it out in your books. Okay, that's what I've done. So I've got a square that is 6 by 6. There's a triangle chopped off of it. And then I've got a triangle that is shaded within it. Okay. Now I can't flick my board around, but if you've drawn it on a piece of paper, you can, and it might help you. So watch this. This is your question. Hopefully you can see that. Now what I would do if I was doing this question right now with my piece of paper, I would do this. Now that might help you work out the area of that shaded triangle, maybe. Have a go and then see if you can express it as a fraction. You've got 5 choices there. See what you come up with. I'm going to give you a minute longer. Okay, let's see how far we've got. So first thing we want to do is work out the whole area, the area of this pentagon. It doesn't really look like a pentagon, does it? Because we think of a pentagon in our heads as a regular pentagon, but this is a 5-sided shape, so it is also a pentagon. So if we take to work out the area of the pentagon, we want the area of the square. Imagine that was a square. And then we're going to subtract the area of the triangle to get the area of the pentagon. That's the whole bit, including the shaded bit. So the area of the square is 6 multiplied by 6. So that is 36. And the area of the little triangle here, hopefully you can see that those dimensions there are 3 and 3. We haven't got any units attached to this, so I haven't put centimeters or anything. And I know that to calculate the area of this triangle, it's base multiplied by height divided by 2. So I've got 3 multiplied by 3 over 2. So I've got 36 subtract 4.5 or 4.5. So I've got 31.5, as I say. There are no units attached to that. Now I need to work out the area of my triangle. Now, you can rotate yours as I showed you, but I am just going to imagine in my head that I've rotated it. And I'm going to say this triangle has a base, I'm going to call that my base, even though it's vertical, of 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. And its perpendicular height is 6. So the area, so we've got the area of the pentagon, the area that is shaded, okay, is the base multiplied by its perpendicular height divided by 2. That is going to give me 9. Okay, can you read that? It's a bit hard to read the red, isn't it? That says 9. So we're nearly there, but we haven't got all our marks yet because we still need to go back to the question. Remember, it wants us to express as a fraction the area of the pentagon that is shaded. So I've got my whole pentagon here, which is 31.5, and the amount that is shaded is 9. So I can write that as a fraction. So the amount shaded is 9 over the pentagon, which is 31.5. I am almost there, but I really don't like how this fraction looks. I need to expand my fraction to get rid of my fraction within a fraction. So I'm going to multiply the numerator and denominator by 2. That is going to give me, so that's multiplied by 2. Going to do the same to the bottom. That is going to give me 63, 18 over 63. I'm going to now look and see if I've got an 18 over 63 option. I don't. So maybe I can simplify, maybe I can simplify 18 over 63. Let's make a little bit of room. Okay, well, both of those numbers are in the 3 times table, so maybe let's divide by 3. That gives me 6 over 21. Okay, I can divide by 3 again. Maybe you might have seen they were both in the 9 times table. I'm going to divide by 3 again. That gives me 2 as my numerator, dividing by 3 at the bottom, 2/7. Okay, let's go back to my question. That is answer A. Okay, so that was your challenge question 2. Let's do a couple of dingbats after all that hard work. There's your first one. Yeah, we'll do that. Pause it if you don't want to know. It was foot in the door. Okay, now your maths one. Say what you see.
A bear in Christmas. What? Probably when you say it will be obvious.
Okay. What's the shape?
Square question.
Pause it if you don't want to know the answer.
None.
Okay, hold on. Let's see if Rose can get it. Square.
None.
And then what's the last thing?
Square number.
Oh, say it again.
Square number.
Say it again. Faster.
Square number.
Say it again. Faster.
Square number. Square number. Square number. Square number.
There we go. Square number. Well done. Okay. Oh, hold on. Rose has drawn a dingbats on the board. Hold on. Let me move it over because you're not going to be able to see that. Let's see. There's a bit of, whoa. How do I do this? There's a bit of a clue with the picture of the ice cream. It says,
And look, it's dripping at the bottom.
I love
ice cream.
Ice cream. There you go.
Hey, Mum, they were supposed to get it.
Oh, sorry, you were supposed to get it. Sorry, we'll have to do another one next week. Okay, right. It is time for your takeaway challenge.
Takeaway challenge.
And I can't wait to see you all live on Monday. Have an amazingly fabulous weekend. Bye-bye.
See you later.